Georgia on the logo, celebrating back-to-back Nats. Perfection wears red and black tonight. 15-0, the Dogs have done it and won a second consecutive national.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, not again.
Leaf Booker to get the night started. Downfield looking for Godwin, into his hands, and guess which Dogs are barking first? Uga, get after it. Sonny Michel will send the Dogs home to the championship game.
And Bobo throws that thing in the end zone and
yes! Touchdown! Touchdown in the goal line!
Sigue Ringo, corta dentro, Ringo, touchdown! Georgia!
The Georgia Bulldogs bludgeon their way to back-to-back. Glory, glory. Georgia, as the fight song says.
This is our love for each other. 1 + 1 = what? 3. We are better together and we are connected.
This is Robert Iron E. Singleton, a.k.a. D-Dog from The Walking Dead, or Alton from The Blind Side, and you are watching Respect the Hedges on the Fan Addict Sports Network. All right, guys, go Dogs, sick 'em.
Welcome in, Dog Nation, and Respect the Hedges family. We are in here for a special edition of Respect the Hedges for spring ball, man. Y'all know what it is, man. G-Day just happened. We got a lot to talk about. We got some special guests. We're going to go ahead and bring in the people right after this ad spot. As always, we are presented by the Tailgate Kings. All right, man. That's right. We're in here for another episode of the Respect the Hedges, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Look, I got my fellas in the back with me. We're going to start off a little different this time. I got E-Rob, might be rolling in a little late. So we're going to start. Hey, man, I don't know if this guy ever been up first, but we're going to bring in the coolest fan in the land. It's my guy, Cool Cal. What's going on, Cal?
I'm chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still first in everybody's hearts, though. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But good, man. You know, just excited, man. Again, man, opportunity to talk some dog talk, some football, and you know, we got some spring ball in the air. So, you know, it kind of give you a little taste of what we're gonna get next year. And so I can't wait to get into that.
That's right, man. That's right. Hey, man, just so y'all, we're going to reintroduce ourselves, man. Like, hey, man, next up is one of the guys that got TEU started back in the day. It's our very own Jevaris Johnson. What's going on, JV? Former tight end at UGA.
Hey, man, what's going on, man? RTH to the day we die, man. I'm excited about the night. I'm excited to talk about, you know, spring ball because, like Cal said, it's in the air. We got a glimpse of what the team is going to look like. Some of the guys are going to be making a huge contribution for the upcoming season. So I'm just ready to get into it, ready to lock down on some knowledge, and ready to get going with this here conversation. So let's do it.
That's right. That's right, man. Next up is former wide receiver and recruiting classmate of Kirby Smart, our very own Mr. Big Catch, Corey Allen. What's going on, CA?
Glad to be here, man. You know, excited. Had a nice time at the spring game. Me and my brother went down. We enjoyed the festivities. We took advantage of all that Athens already has to offer. And at the same time, we saw some high-level football on the field. You know, a lot of fast twitch movement, a lot of guys competing. So can't complain about it. A lot to learn from. Still a lot that hadn't been decided yet, in my personal opinion. But, you know, that's what the spring is all about.
That's right, man. We're going to jump in and dive into all of that, get all the observations from the people that was in Athens, those that watched it on TV, and a couple of guys that was actually on the field participating in it, man. Next up is our guy, one of our two double dogs, Mr. Track Man himself and former wide receiver, Shawty Parker. What's going on with that?
Fellas, what's happening?
What it do?
Man, You ready to talk some spring ball?
Yeah, man. You know, about that time of year, man. You know, we've been starving all year dealing with these UFL and all this crazy shit, man. So, you know, we're ready for some real football.
That's right, man. That's right, man. We're going to go ahead and bring in our special guest, man. Listen, man, one of these guys plays on the defensive side. One guy's played on the offensive side, man. The defensive guy is Terrell Foster, inside linebacker. I will say he actually had a sack in the spring game, but they didn't call it, man. They let Carson get the ball off, but you know, we'll get his opinion about that. And the other guy is, hey man, if y'all haven't been watching, man, the Players Lounge, man, Miles Thornton is on there a lot. He is a wide receiver for the Dogs. Let's go ahead and bring these gentlemen in. What's going on today, fellas?
Good, y'all.
Good.
Fellas.
Go Dogs.
Hey, we appreciate y'all taking some time to join us today, man. I mean, we spring ball. I know it's been some grueling couple of weeks for y'all because practice at Georgia.
Oh yeah.
What we hear is like it's harder than the games.
Shit, it pretty much is, man. It pretty much is.
I was about to say, even we done now, but we still working. So
yeah,
don't stop.
Hey, we like to hear that. We like to hear that, guys. We love it. Y'all might not love it, but we love to hear it.
Yeah.
Right. So spring ball, what's the each of y'all, man? What's one thing you look forward to in spring ball, and what's one thing you don't like about spring ball, whether it's practice or the game or whatever?
I say one thing I look forward to spring ball wise. It's really the first opportunity you get to put them pads on, man. You get to see like, you know, where's the drop off from last year? What do I need to improve on moving forward? And then like, I don't know about y'all, but I just love that feeling that first day when you put them pads on. You know, you finna do the hidden drills. You looking at the other side of the line like, oh, I got him. Oh, I'm about to lay him out. You see what I'm saying?
You clearly might play defense.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Offense, he's a receiver.
Miles play
hey, it don't matter. I'm a dog. It don't matter where I'm at. I'm trying to hit. Like,
I like it.
One thing I don't look forward to though. Yeah. It's got to be the conditioning, man. I don't think anybody look forward to that part. That part sucks.
Not at all. I mean, for me, I like for the spring. I just like how it's like more slow pace compared to like the season, because the season is practice day after day. It's the end, just don't stop. It's rolling. So I mean, you pretty much get a day to just like attack practice, work on what you got to work on, and the next day you get to readdress it, figure out what you got to improve on. And just like, you know, reapply, really apply that. What do I not like? I mean, I'm about to say the same thing. Conditioning, so all the winter conditions lead up to spring. It's like, yeah, bro. It's like the 6:30s, some 6 a.m. Oh, no fun.
You just gave me y'all can run them sprints. Y'all running behind them women all day. Y'all can run sprints.
I ain't doing no running.
There we go. You just doing catching. You just catching, huh? Wide receiver, he just catching.
Wide out.
Right. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to some of our dogs in the comments, man. We got the first lady Shelby in the building. She said just the beginning, man. 3 or 4 and 24. You know, hey, we got to get the shirts printed out. Speaking of shirts, I saw some images from after the game when y'all was eating, man. Kirby had on them dogs is hell sweatshirt. I said, if that ain't our coach, that ain't our coach. Dog. I try to tell you. Kirby is hell. We got Kim in the building. OU fan, what's going on? Hey, it's officially that time, Kim. Y'all welcome into the SEC officially after the spring. So, Stat Guy, South Carolina fan, what's up, my guy? Kate Hill is our Respect the Hedges photographer. She said she been on Georgia Tech campus all day. Woo.
Man,
welcome in.
Hey, listen, what a blessing to be with the dogs tonight, then.
Right. I think she was there for her son was touring the campus. He about to be
absolutely
a college student. So hey, man, good academic school, but that's what we'll lead at it, man. So
enough said right there.
Right. See the Legends podcast in the house. We appreciate you in the house, my man. Our guy John B. Clayton is in the building. We appreciate you saying go Dogs, man. Absolutely. All right, man. We jump into this thing, man. Anybody on the panel got a question for the fellas? And for the viewers out there, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, if you got a question for the fellas, put it in the comments and we'll see if we can get to it. Go ahead, CA.
Yeah.
Hey man, thank both of y'all for joining us. I'm Corey, man. I was a former receiver, so you know spring's over with. I'm not gonna go backwards. I'm gonna ask the two of you how would you grade the spring that you just had, and what do you think you need to individually work on as you got the summer right in front of you, knowing that season is going to be demanding? You're looking at least 14, 15 games.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long haul. How would you grade your spring, each of you individually? I expect you to be your harshest critic, and then what you think you need to work on as we move forward, because we look forward to you contributing as much as possible.
Well, for me, I feel like if I were to get a letter grade to it, I give myself like a smooth, I'll give myself a B minus.
All right.
A B minus, I feel is a good little spot. I had in comparison to my last spring, I built upon that. So I've been getting better, and that's the main thing you want to see out of the next spring. So as long as I added upon the skill set I had and just displayed a better version of myself. But looking forward, the main things I want to fix just get bigger, faster, and stronger. Those are kind of the universal things. Just making sure I'm flying around the field so I can just learn more about defense and also offensive schemes. Just being a linebacker and knowing what offense is about to do before they do it, it puts me ahead of the game. One step ahead. Just also, the same old, just improving on my technical skills. That's what comes with the training. That's what comes with the grind.
I like that. Good answer. Good answer. What you got, Miles?
So for me, I'm actually coming off an injury, so I didn't really have a spring. But what I did have the opportunity to do is, instead of being on the field taking reps, I'm on the sideline taking mental reps as well as helping the new guys.
Yeah.
So, I'm sitting here doing rehab and stuff for my injury, coming back from that, as well as trying to help the new guys kind of grasp all the new concepts and understand that this is a big old machine, you know what I mean? And if you're not playing your part, they'll get another part. So you got to lock in, you know what I mean?
That's cold. That's the cold. You need a shirt for that.
For real.
For me, if I had to give myself a letter, if I had to give myself a letter grade, I'd probably say like a C. I haven't really been able to do anything. I've been staying in shape and things like that, but I made the most of my situation. I would say,
what you can do.
Yeah, the most that I really can in the spot that I am. So I'll give myself a smooth C. Definitely want to get back to going full speed, but it's a work in progress. But I'm coming for it. I can't wait for us to get back from our little break and start our summer workouts and whatnot, because I got a lot of stuff to prove, man. So
I like that. I appreciate your honest evaluation. That's what we want to hear. You got to be your biggest critic. At the same time, the work is going to take, because you see what's going on around you. So I appreciate both of y'all for that.
Yeah, big facts. Miles, what's the timetable on your foot, being fully recovered?
It's funny. I actually got cleared Tuesday before the game. So, but I just didn't have enough practices to actually go play in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get me wrong, I was ready to go. They almost let me.
We see.
Yeah, Coach walked up to me and was like, "You want to get on special teams?" I said, "What? Let's do it."
Right. Well, listen, man, that's kind of like I saw on another YouTuber say, I want to say it was on 3, how at other programs, kids are kind of trying to hold out so they can see, don't get hurt before the portal and all that. But in Athens, it's like you fighting to get on the field in the spring because, like you say, we might find another part.
They will. Not by
Hey, Coach. Coach, let your boy jump in, man. Hey, let me tell y'all something about these two young men. Not often can we meet young people who we are extremely impressed and astonished by, man. And these two gentlemen did that. Miles is relatively new to me. Terrell, I've known Terrell for a long time, even though he might not remember me. And his aunt she's my sister. I've known her since we were in 7th grade. And so just to see this young man be where he is right now, man, I was just astonished when they walked in, when we had the conversations that we had. And I just want to tell you guys that, because sometimes you don't get those kind of flowers. You might get, hey, he's an incredible athlete. Hey, he's articulate. But I'm just telling you guys, You know, when somebody hits you with the "Hey, he's articulate," we know what that means and where that's coming
I'm
from.
surprised how articulate the UGA football players are.
Right.
He knows big
Exactly.
words. He knows.
Exactly. But these young men, no doubt, man, coming from a grown man, you guys are extremely impressive. So keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Um, Miles, I know we were kind of chopping it up about a conversation about being in the tub and how at UGA that's not what you want to be and what you want to do because you have to do things like walk the stadium with pallets in your hand. So can you talk about some of the things that you've been going through in your journey to get back on the field and healthy and how that type of how that and reinforces being on the field for guys who might be injured or in the tub?
Well, let me first of all start by giving kudos to the training staff because a lot of being injured is not really just the physical. A lot of it is mental as well. But through them hard days where you get up in the morning and you kind of battling with yourself, like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, why am I doing this for what? Like, my body hurts. I don't want to keep going. But we got one of the best training staffs in the nation, man. They check on you constantly. Big shout out to Brittany, but they check on you constantly. They make sure that you straight mentally and physically. Like I was saying, they didn't want to just throw me back into the fire just because I didn't have enough, competitive reps under my belt yet. So while I'm sitting here saying, "Oh, I'm ready to go," they still got my health in mind and they, looking out for me and whatnot. So again, I appreciate them for that. Shout out to the strength staff. They make you not want to be hurt. Because like he said, man, being hurt is almost like the most you don't want to be hurt at all over here. You know what I mean? Like,
it's punishment.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's punishment, but it's encouragement to not be hurt. I'll say that.
Right.
I'll say that. So,
that's a good way to put it.
Like he said, we have while they're scrimmaging, for the other scrimmages we did, we have to still work. It's not just, we're hurt, so we get to sit on the bike the whole time. Nah, man, we walking them stairs. We carrying bucket full of water. We carrying pile-offs up and down the stairs, man. And then you think Kirby be focused on the game the whole time. You carrying a pile-off up the stairs, you stop. All you hear is, no, don't stop. Keep going. You look back on the field. Kirby, he's not even looking at you. But he seeing you. He telling you to keep going. He like, how you know that, bro? Like, so being hurt, it's definitely coming with its ups and downs and whatnot. But it's just here at Georgia, like you said earlier, everybody's competing to get on the field. And so anytime off is like, nobody really wants to sit out. Nobody wants to watch from the sideline, nothing like that. And, so, and they don't want you to be out. They want you to get
plus you sit out, you might not get back on that thing, man.
Yeah, you feel me? So they trying to do everything that they can to accelerate, the process of you getting back out there and making sure you're confident when you do get back out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I just want to say you definitely don't want to carry no pile off no stairs. I just want to say that. You don't want to do that.
You got something cool, Cal?
Question for you, fellas. So obviously we know what the team expectations are in Athens. It's SEC national championship. Tell me, what are some of you guys' personal goals for yourselves this upcoming year?
For me, it's just kind of starting to make a name for myself in the fan base. I've started to get so low with I'm playing to I feel like to the standard, and I just want to keep improving myself. I wouldn't put my goal to a specific number or a stat. It's just more like an internal self growth. I feel like I want to have just throughout the season, leading up to the season and throughout the season, just making sure I keep getting better and actually make plays on game day. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And for me, I would say I want to make a contribution to the team in some way, shape, or form. I think my first year being here, I think that it's a learning experience your first year there. So it's a lot being thrown at you and whatnot. Second year, I dealt with some injuries and I'm still kind of grappling with all the things that are coming at me and whatnot. But this third year, I just wanna have some impact on the team in some aspect, whether that's special team, whether that's helping the younger guys get ready to play, or anything like that. Where moving forward, I'm in a better position to do more as time goes on. So I think that's my goal for this year.
Good deal.
Good.
Good deal.
Good.
Well, it's a pleasure. I just want to say again, following up with the other guys, man, it's a pleasure having you young men on the show. Continue to do big things, and we'll definitely be watching.
Thank you.
For sure.
Hey,
Hey,
man.
somebody go ahead, Charlie. Go ahead,
I said,
Charlie.
man, you guys are so articulate.
We know it.
My question. Well, it depends on who it's coming from. You know what I'm talking about? So my question to you guys is this. I always ask the players, former players, when they come on the show, the same question. So I'm going to ask you guys what I always ask everybody. So coming out of high school, we were all pretty good athletes in our own rights. But coming to the University of Georgia, what player or players you saw when you first got here made you say, hey, man, if I want to get on the field, I got to get my shit together, whether it be the playbook, strength and conditioning room, whatever you got to do, that guy or those guys impress you to get better.
You had me just think about my first scout team, special teams rep. They told me, they got me and this other walk-on, and he's just like,
put a name on it.
Y'all on the double team, and it's Robert Beal.
Oh my God.
That motherfucker, bro. He about and so and then when this is scout team for special teams, you pretty much all right, they stand here and they tell you the most obscure direction, just all right, drop back and then block him. And I'm like, yo, and all you see is big, how big BB was. He's bro, he big old outside linebacker, and he just running full speed at me. And I'm the pin. I'm the head up guy. And this is freshman year. I was about 205 at best.
That's an introduction.
And I'm like, nah, because you just made me. And I just remember getting blown up off rip. It wasn't even all right, you know what, y'all got it. Y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it.
You know what's funny?
So
all
who
right,
was that
shout
player
out Robert
again?
Beal.
Who was that again?
Robert Beal. He's at the 49ers now, right?
Yeah. Robert, a big boy.
It's funny because I was gonna say Darnell, but since he said that, now that I'm thinking about it, it was Robert Beal. I swear to God, it's the same setup. The same setup. Bro. They got me on kickoff return, and he lucky. He had a double team. I had a one-on-one.
Yeah, that's so
I'm
long.
200 pounds soaking wet, and I'm a receiver. And they was like, yeah, just block him. You'll be straight. I'm like, what do you mean you'll be straight? I'm like, you don't say that before a rip. You don't say you'll be straight. That's crazy. So
Sound like an enforcer.
Bro, he get it. I remember I'm running down the field. I turn around as soon as I get halfway turned around. We're face to face. I'm like, how you getting so fast? I'm like, what? I try to put my hands on him. I swear to you,
no move.
No move. No finesse.
Straight.
One hand, he grabbed me, picked me up off my feet. I'm in the air, and I swear to God, I said out loud, I said, ain't no way. I said, there's no way. I remember being in the air, and I'm just like, what do y'all want me to do? I'm sliding across the ground with my hands out like this. I get up, and I look around. I'm looking for a coach.
It's a setup, bro. It's a setup.
Yeah.
The first coach I see, I said, what did you want me to do? What did you want me to do? Because why would you do that?
They don't tell you nothing. They tell you
put that on film for later on. That way you did what he wanted to happen.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
so
hilarious.
Robert Beal and Devo, clearly.
Robert Beal.
It's Devo. Okay.
And it's funny. It's
Coach,
funny.
just one quick before you move on, Coach. Because I want to put a little pressure on the wide out. Just call here wide out.
All right, bet.
Give me somebody in the wide out room who made you want to get better.
Somebody in the wide out room who made me want to get better? Man, there's so many, man.
I don't need but one.
But that's so hard to not pick all them boys.
That's why I say I want to put the pressure on you.
I'm gonna say Lad.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Lad because not only is Lad undersized, but there's another thing that everybody like to point out that he is. But I don't think that mean anything because if y'all see my boy Lad,
with that he got good hair.
Yeah, he got that good hair.
Man, he got that hair, bro.
That hair you run your fingers through the first time and don't get cut. But but he, man, his work ethic, like I remember like all them other boys, they got technique, they blessed with ability and whatnot. And not to say Lad isn't, but he's not the tallest, he's not the fastest, nothing like that. But like he probably worked harder than anybody I've ever seen. And just watching his game and watching how like even Kirby said he didn't get recruited highly out of high school. You know, nobody was really throwing him an offer, but he came here and like made the most of his opportunity. And that's really what my story is and is gonna be, is me making the most of this opportunity that I get. So I think he's the one that's kind of inspired me the most. Like I gotta go hard. Yeah, I gotta go hard.
That's good stuff right there, man. That's good stuff. We got a couple of from the audience before we get into G-Day. I know some people want to hear our thoughts about G-Day. So looks like we got us an Auburn fan in the house. He said, okay, y'all got a real schedule this year. I want everybody to be healthy on October the 5th because we don't want any excuses. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think. All right. Listen.
Coach, you gonna get him or should I?
I mean, we all lined up for this. This is easy whack. Like
I was about to say, dog. I think that's too easy, dog. Don't do that. Dog. It's too easy. I mean,
come on now, Slaughter.
Excuses coming from Athens. I don't think we got to worry about that, dog. I think you might need to check the series record. I think y'all only got like 3 wins in the last 20 meets. Now, come on now.
All I was going to say, Coach, I was going to put it a little bit more eloquently. I was going to say, anytime we have a trash schedule, Auburn is on it.
Big facts. Exactly. Big facts.
They part of the trash. Y'all bring the schedule
part of the trash and complaining about it. So, so Stat Guy got a question for y'all. It said, "What's the best environment y'all played in, not including Between the Hedges?"
Tennessee, easily Tennessee. Oh my God, Tennessee was like. See, what probably helped it though was like the fact that the first drive when we played Tennessee, they got a touchdown.
Right.
So tell you, there's only 2 games where I couldn't hear myself.
That was the Tennessee
here,
right there.
Tennessee here and Tennessee there. Those are the only 2 games where I literally couldn't hear myself. And those are crazy games. Those are like the best stadium I've ever been to. Like just all these like fan environment wise, Tennessee easy.
Yeah, and I was about to say like I'm with him on that one, but the Tennessee game here, I think that's the best game I've been to. Period. Like that. The way it started raining and then everybody holding the fours and the red lights, like that game, that was one of the games right there. That one was tough.
Bet. So, John,
I got a question too, Coach.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey guys, and this don't even have to necessarily be for Georgia. I just want to get your guys' opinion as a former player myself. This is something I definitely can't speak on, because I don't know. I haven't had a chance to experience.
Yeah.
You guys, answer this as best as you can. With NIL now here, do you think getting on the field has become more politically or more competitive with NIL in place?
That's a good question. I don't know if what you said. I mean, there's always like a degree of like, I guess, politics, of course. I mean, that's just how it is. I wouldn't say I mean, from what I've seen, I wouldn't say, especially here, I don't think it really affects too much. I like around here, more like the money comes with being able to be on the field. Yeah. Like you don't get that extra little that collector check if you don't have the ability to be on the field already.
You gotta earn your keep.
Yeah, you gotta earn it. But I mean that goes for being around here.
I mean that's like he said.
That sounds good on the CA.
That did do, boy. Hey man. That sounds damn good. Like, hey, I like to hear the two of you give your perspective, because I think it's more realistic. You know, everybody thinks that you got a 3-year journey in college. You're gonna get out. You go into the league. It's gonna be a first-round situation. You out of here. No, you're gonna have some hiccups. You're gonna run into somebody that's that's more prepared than you, and you got to step to that level. You got to bring the game up, and to hear that you guys are ready to contribute. You know, I remember that feeling. We all on here remember that. I want everybody to know I'm not just floating on my scholarship. I'm supposed to be here. I'm gonna show you why I'm here, and I'm gonna continue to get better the entire time. So that's what I really like to hear from the two of you. The fact that the journey is still ongoing, and at this stage, you see, I might not be able to come out and be all SEC next year, but you'll know my name and my number, because as soon as I step on the field, I'll be ready to compete. So that's what excites me about this entire conversation. So I just wanted to add my little 2 cents, bro.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Hey, good answers, man. Good answers too. Like, along with the NIL, you got the transfer portal, of course.
Oh yeah.
Like, I know, like we still support a lot of the athletes. Like, once you're a dog, a lot of times you still a dog. There's a couple of athletes that some of the few in the fan base don't like, but we don't actually mind them. We actually like to see you guys find the best home for yourselves. How do you guys go about that? Like, as far as like talking to each other, like, not to name anybody specific, but like when somebody is thinking about leaving, they like, hey man, I just let you know, like, you know, somebody you might be hanging out with, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I'm thinking about hitting the portal and things like that. How y'all go about like conversations like that?
So I mean, it's really, honestly, it's really casual. I mean, I think a lot of people think it's, you know, it's like, oh man, you finna leave, bro. Like, I can't. No way, bro. There ain't no way you finna leave, dog. You gonna leave me like that? Nah. It's more like, you know, like, man, like, I get it. You know what I mean? If there's the way that the college football is set up nowadays, like you were talking about how NIL can be political and things like that. I think sometimes there's a better fit out there for you than what you think there is. You know what I mean? And so you kind of gotta let people go down their own journey, their own path, and explore these possibilities. Because whatever, you know, you may think one thing about how they should go about it, but they whole team saying something else, and they feel a whole other way. You know what I mean? So you just, you know, we really wish each other the best when it comes to decisions like that. And, you know, like y'all said, once you're a dog, you're always a dog, man. I talk to all them guys.
I know y'all been listening to Kirby.
Yeah. Went somewhere else, play somewhere else. It don't really matter, man. Like, you went through them team runs with me, bro. You my brother for life. You know what it's like. You know what it's like, bro. So you getting out of here, you know, having the opportunity to go show everybody else in the nation what Georgia football is like, then man, hey, go do that, man.
Yeah, for sure. To that, we heard Matt Rule in Nebraska say how what's his name? Mikael Sherman got there and was trying to tell him, hey man, while y'all in t-shirt and shorts on Thursdays, we was in pads and that
right. I'm gonna be real. My first year here, I didn't know that we even people even did like regular I was like, oh, I thought we always just did pads.
I thought every team did that.
Yeah, they talking about last year. We was in shells, this, that, and that. I said, we was? I said, that's new to me. I thought this was how we did it. I thought that's how we done.
We got here with that second that year. Yeah, so we got here second that year.
Yeah,
so
he wasn't playing.
He definitely wasn't playing. We was thrown into the fire with it.
I'm like, I thought this how college was.
Hey man, that's some good stuff, man. So let's jump into this spring game, man. We're just gonna float around, we'll talk about the offense first and the defense, man, and y'all just jump in when you can. Of course, people want to know who you thought the standouts were. Crew Cal, man, offensive standouts that you noticed that you maybe didn't know coming into the game.
Well, a couple things that I saw, man. One, man, the running back room is loaded. Good God, man. Unfortunately, I think Aaron Paul just hit the transfer portal, since obviously we're talking about that. Hate to lose that. Right. Good God, man. He's talented, you know. So, you know, the backs we got are loaded. Defensively, man, we're extremely deep. I don't know, a little shocked. I don't know if it may be a good thing. Talking about how good our defensive line is. I know we're talking offensively, but I thought the defensive line really held their own and kind of took it to the offensive line, a lot of that game. But overall, offensively, man, we've got a lot of firepower. I like the backups that we have. We're deep. I don't see a whole lot of weaknesses. I guess as far as a couple of guys that stood out, I really liked. I like what Evans did at the receiver. As far as a guy that may be kind of coming into his own, he looks like he's got some nice pop to him. Obviously, Dylan Bell is a guy who really stands out, that Swiss Army knife that we have. But we got a lot of firepower on that side of the ball, man. So it's gonna be hard for teams to stop us.
Big facts, big facts. CA, what about you, man? Anything Cal didn't mention that you noticed in the spring game that you want to tap on?
I caught a little bit of the spring game. I catch the highlights. I try to see who gets a chance to step up early. I did like a couple of guys on offense. I think the tight ends performed well. Not to steal JB's thunder, but I'm gonna take a little bit of it. I think 4 and 7 did real good, especially in how they tried to pursue the ball down the field. Lovett looked good. He looked comfortable. He seems to be a clear number one. I like 8 in the red zone. So, there looks to be some guys trying to identify themselves. ETN looks like he wants to. He shows some explosiveness at the running back spot. So, I'm always looking for that guy. I want to see who's going to be a potential home run hitter. We can get the ball down the field, but who wants to be special? Who wants to stand out a little bit? QB1 is QB1. I think the QB2 spot, is going to continue to be a growth position, in my personal opinion, because I did want to see more out of Gunner, more opportunities, maybe more, chances to get some crossing routes involved. But at the same time, I didn't pay close attention to the line. So the defense did stand out in that regard. I did see a lot of pressure and penetration, but I'll leave it there.
Yeah, your boy E-Rob, our other Respect the Hedges host who's in the comments, former DB at UGA, is calling CA out for being a mayor of Athens.
See, I ain't even reading the comments, man. Talk to he know the truth.
Right. Well, we know that you and the Bourbon Club of Athens got a special relationship. So that's what E-Rob was in the comments basically talking about. I'll say this, man. What I saw offense, man, a couple of things. I saw some newcomers that I liked. Nitro Tuggle was downfield blocking. Like a pancake blocking on one of the runs. I want to say it might have been run after the catch with Michael Jackson. I like to see that, man, downfield blocking. That's how you had those explosive runs. And then the one play, I want to say it was offensive lineman Michael Easley. He was like, I swear he was running like a 4-7, like flat, like just down the sideline, leading the charge. So, I mean, maybe you guys can speak to some of the newcomers that's on the team and what y'all thought about them on offense.
Yeah, man. Like you said, man, like easily been coming along real nice. Nitro been coming along too. Uni, that's another one of our linemen that's coming along. It's a lot of youth on the team that you can just tell like they're oozing with talent. You know what I mean? And our job now is kind of to refine that talent down and to get them to be disciplined and whatnot. But them boys can play. Like them some dogs for real, man. Like seeing Nitro in practice, like making big catches and plays where you like, oh, he a freak. Like, okay, he really like that. You know what I mean? So I think, and then Chauncey. Not a lot of people talk about Chauncey Billups, running back that just came. He's nice too. Like he's one of them stronger backs, but he'll make you miss when he got some space. So. I'm real excited to see about them young guys, and then even our new quarterback Ryan Puglisi.
That guy.
That was gonna take
Pugs. We just call him Pugs.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pugs. But once he get healthy and whatnot, I'm excited to see what he do too. So.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We got a comment from says would like to know the panel's opinions from it seems that the offense is way ahead of the defense, usually the defense ahead of the offense. Any concerns? I don't think there is. We got a lot of new pieces on defense, but the defense played good on Saturday. I think we've been hearing how Yeah, well, I've been hearing that the offense been torching them in in practice for most of the spring,
I mean,
and I
look,
think
you got
That may be.
obviously the best quarterback in the country coming back. You got
right.
arguably the best quarterback in the country coming back.
A lot of new pieces on defense, and Terrell, you play defense, dog. What you think?
Are we good?
I like it. I like it.
I feel like
even to Terrell's point, though.
Now, what? No,
go ahead. To his point, there were a lot of times, when I watched the game live, my opinion, was totally different when I had a chance to go back and watch the recording. I mean, there were many plays that the offense got off. I'm gonna tell you, if the game was live, it wouldn't have got off. There was so many sacks and you know what I mean.
You gotta let the game run. You gotta let the game go on.
Right.
So I don't.
Go ahead, Shawty.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I know you was done.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I didn't know if it was time for my little segment. We was talking about the offense. I was just gonna give you my quick.
You ain't got no segment, bro.
On
I'm like, what segment? I ain't know if it was my time.
Into the defensive talk anyway.
You done talked up your time, CJ.
Politically correct. You see, I've been on my best behavior this show now. Y'all don't let me out the gate now. I've been on my best behavior.
Come on.
So, but with that being said, just from an offensive standpoint, since we're talking about the offense, man, I thought the offensive line stood up very well. We played a few different rotations in there. I thought they stood up very well. Although there was some time defense, the defensive front definitely kicked their ass a little bit. All right. So, but overall, the offensive line played well. The running back room, I'm gonna tell you what, it's not just a number, but ETN to me got a little bit of Sony Michel in him. I like what I see out of ETN. I like what Robinson, not Broderick, but the other Robinson guy can bring.
Mm-hmm.
It was Broderick.
Right. Agent Zero.
I like what he brings in terms of a change of pace. He's going to definitely move the pile. So I like what I see in the running back room. I think we're going to have enough combinations to have another good running game. But going to Carson Beck, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I see a lot more 13 personnel or more because JV, I know you ain't going to want to hear this. But if we're going to be in 12 personnel, our tight ends got to get better at the point of attack. From a blocking standpoint, they got to get better.
Judged.
If we're going
to
run a lot to 12 personnel. But with that being said, overall, I like what the offense is doing.
Okay. JB, you got to. I know. Listen. Get up in there, and he segue to your tight end room, dog. Speak on it, because John asked, who do we think the best tight end would be this year?
Well, number one, let's be clear. I mean, we got guys who are in that room right now that need some time. Even though Beck played, he was still playing behind the man, Mr. Brock Bowers. I mean, and when you look at the production, even last year, he needs some more time going into this year. I think, though, that him, along with Lucky, realistically, those pieces seem somewhat interchangeable to me. They'll get their time, though. They're gonna be all right, and I'm not gonna be mad if we play more 13 personnel because we're more talented on the outside as a whole. We need to get those guys on the field. So that's no slight. That's something that if you're a smart offensive coordinator, you see the weapons that we got. That's what needs to happen. I'm gonna tell you a guy who I was impressed by. He jumped off the page to me, and that was Mr. Kobe. What's his last name? Number 8. Young. Hey man, that dude has. I'm gonna give a shout out to one of our old teammates. Man, he got strong T-small CA hands. He snatches the ball, and I love that. Long, lean gentleman. I'm excited to see what he can do. But overall, when you look at the offense, our offense should be dominating the defense if they dominate them in practice. No slight for real. But they should be because, as Shawty said, man, we bringing back the Heisman Trophy candidate at quarterback, arguably one of the, if not the best quarterback in the nation. We got a lot of returning starters. But what I saw on Saturday was our defense making the case for who looked the best and who looked better. That's what I was impressed with because in G-Day, man, we ain't running no stunts for real. We ain't going out there and doing running no extravagant defenses. It's head up, man to man, who gonna win? And the defense stood up in moments where the offense realistically should have been able to, do what they wanted to with them because of the returning guys that they have on their squad. But yeah, man, overall, I thought that both sides looked really good, really impressed. And also, shout out to Dominic Lovett, man. That young guy is lightning in a bottle. He reminds me of somebody who used to wear number 3 that's currently on this podcast tonight. A real slick, quick movement guy. Love it. Hey man, I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about me. So let's keep it moving. This is my segment. Let's keep it moving.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. We're gonna move on to the defensive side, man. The defensive side, I'll start that off. I like what I saw from Jake Pope, man. Jake Pope was always in the right place. I don't know if there was a play when he was on the field where he wasn't where he was supposed to be at making plays. I think that guy's definitely going to be in the rotation. Of course, you guys know better than I do. Also, Jonel Aguero, I like what I saw out of him at the star position. That dude, step for step, it was hard for Carson to complete passes on him. And my man Everett looks a lot more confident this year than he did last year. I think he's going to take a step forward this year as well. Terrell, what would you say about the defense? Who you excited to play alongside if it's a newcomer or a returning player?
I couldn't put my finger on one person I'm excited to play with. I mean, overall as a defense, because I feel like we have a lot of people who got game time last year and like starting to put their feet in the water and starting to really be able to feel it out. And this year is just another year for people to get better. We're going to see that elevation. We started to see some of it with players like CJ and Raylan and the linebacker room specifically who are making strides to be better. We got DB room, there's crazy depth. Like we got players that we know are at the level to be able to play who are we got 4 DBs, just safeties alone who can play. And I'm excited to see what the D line is going to do, especially after last year where they didn't have a year that they felt like they could have, and they especially didn't end it off right. So I feel like I'm actually most excited to see what the production in the D line room, to be honest. See how the boys answered the last year with it was constant hate or constant
right
about their production and performance, and so I'm excited to see how they show up this year. Because spring game alone we had how many batted balls, 3. 2-3.
Yep.
And that's havoc right there. So I'm excited to see what happens.
That's what's up. We know we get a lot of talented, players coming in at Georgia, especially on the defensive side, and we see some of them not get on the field or transfer out or whatever for whatever reason. Yeah. On the scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate learning the playbook? Because I know sometimes that may come to it.
Oh shit. I'll put it like a smooth 7, because when you come in as an early enrollee, you pretty much get a couple little small little 7-on-7s, and then it's pretty much you just get the playbook thrown at your face. You have to
What is this? What is this smooth shit y'all keep talking about? This smooth shit. Is that like a 7+? What is a bumpy 7 or 7? Yeah. What is this smooth shit? Is it a smooth 7 or a bumpy 7? What's going on?
A 7. Is that
a 7+? Or
man, if y'all hold on, time out. If y'all want to say smooth 7, stay down smooth 7. Don't let those damn take away y'all smooth.
Yeah, don't let it shout it. Don't let it shout it. Do your thing, folks.
Do y'all thing. This is the new lingo in Athens, dog. We ain't late 90s Athens no more.
So put me on. So a smooth 7 is like an upper 7.
And see, the second you start thinking about it too much, the second it goes over past your head. You have to just this is a smooth 7. A smooth 7.
Okay. I just keep hearing them saying smooth. I'm just trying to learn. That's all.
You want to learn some lingo?
Try to tap in.
Right.
Man, he always got an ulterior motive, man. Don't buy it.
Don't buy it at all. You should say that for your own segment.
Segment. That would exactly, Carl.
CA, what you got on that defense, my guy?
13, all I saw. Yeah, I ain't pay a whole lot of attention. I left the building I was in there. I saw enough havoc from him. Well, you know, I want to learn guys' names as we go. That's I never work hard to learn your name, because you're gonna do that when you think it's time. So, you know, I didn't do a whole, you know, there were some interceptions. I did see a lot of turnovers. I saw an aggressive defense, and I saw a lot of fast twitch movement. So I was really excited about plays being made in the secondary, especially. The pass rush right now is what I'm looking for. You know, disruption on that D line is where I want to figure things out. And somebody will continue to make the efforts to identify themselves, because I think we got a strong deep linebacker core and a young, talented secondary.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Cool Cal.
I just-
What about you?
I want to follow up, man. I was really impressed with the defensive line overall. I agree with what you're saying. I'm really looking forward to see what that group here, because I think, you know, they've been hearing it. We kind of fell off last year in that area, but I was impressed. One of the guys I was looking at, McLeod, I think that's the guy, he transferred in from South Carolina. I was impressed, man. He was beating some guys up in that middle, you know, in there a little bit. So I was impressed with what they did overall as a group. And I think if that group is strong, it's going to be lights out. You know, this is going to be one of those better defenses that we had, you know, and this was all without even having, you know, potentially our best player starts, you know, not being back there on defense, you know, with the guys. So I think we got an opportunity to really be special on that side of the ball.
Big facts. Big facts. Like
Hey,
that.
Coach, let me just drop this message in right quick, because I know we're talking about individual guys, and we got two amazing young men on this podcast tonight. Terrell, I'm gonna let you know that it's a lot of positive, and not just positive, extremely positive things being talked about pertaining to you coming from the coaching staff. All right, so those guys dropped a couple of nuggets on me. And so the message was, this guy works extremely hard. This guy does everything right. This guy's going to be playing here. And if not for, you know, guys being here on some scholarships and guys needing to play, this guy he would be playing more. He can play anywhere in the conference. So keep on doing what you're doing too, man, because while we're talking about a lot of guys, I think that that's important, again, that we kind of drop these flowers in the laps of these young men, because you may not get said out loud, right? Nobody on the panel might not have known Terrell Foster before tonight, besides myself. Actually, you look like an animal out there too. I'm just gonna tell you, I was impressed. They took a sack from you, but just know, man, people notice the work that you put in. Keep putting in that work.
For sure. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh God, they took
Absolutely.
a sack. I was on the sideline like, well, that's a sack. That's a sack.
Right.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I like
Right. Shawty, what you got on that
I got,
defense, dog?
two newcomers. Yeah, man, you know, I kind of went into this spring. I always try to have a roster, but I really went into this spring and I just wanted to look at who jumped off the page to me.
Right.
As a collective, I think it's kind of like last year. I think we good as a collective. I didn't just see anybody that just totally dominated, but I did see two young guys that, to me, I don't know if they're going to play a lot this year. Maybe Terrell can speak on this a little bit more, but to me, they jumped. They flashed to me. Gabe Harris and Justin Williams. Those two guys, to me, was flying around the ball like nobody else was on Saturday.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. So they smooth jumped off the page. That the right context.
Did he use it right, Terrell?
Smooth seven. Ain't nobody tell you to put other words into it. Smooth seven.
First of all, Cal, I already know what I'm doing. Ain't nobody asking you. You let Ebony's police.
Here we go.
But them two guys are like really high up players. That's definitely something they bring, like ability wise. Like they'll fly around regardless if they're doing the right thing or not. They'll be flying around. Yeah, that's. I mean, those are two guys you'll definitely see more of. I mean, regardless if it's on special teams or on deep, making a contribution on defense. Both those guys are really talented players that bring their own special skill sets to the table. And both players are getting better every day. So
That's what's up.
That's
All right. Anybody got anything else to wrap up the G-Day talk? All right. So, hey, man, fellas, we want to definitely appreciate y'all for coming on again, man, taking some time out your day. Glad we could catch y'all after spring because we know y'all was going through it physically and mentally through the spring, man. And appreciate y'all joining Respect the Hedges, man. Like we tell all our guests, especially our dogs, man. Hey, you always got a spot on Respect the Hedges if you want to come chop it up with the old heads. You know, the late 90s dogs, the Kirby era dogs. We got the commenters. Kate say thanks, Miles and Terrell for coming on, man. Taking some time out. Y'all make sure out there in YouTube land, Facebook, y'all catch the Players Lounge, man. These guys will be on when they're not on the field or in the classroom, man.
Hey, real quick, guys. Hey, guys, check it out real quick. Make sure you drop your IG so all of our followers can start to follow you guys.
Oh yeah, for sure. Put that in there.
We'll drop that in the chat right now.
Are you guys roommates?
YouTube? Yeah, we roommates.
Okay. Y'all just seem like y'all have a connection, man. Pretty dope connection.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What we put this in? Like comments?
Yeah, just put it in the comments. Just put it in. You should be able to comment. If you put it in the comments, then I can show it on the screen. If not, I can always because it could be the IG, because I think I follow both of y'all on IG on Respect the Hedges. So all right, so here we go. We'll do this right here. So this is there we go. Man, dang, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. All right. So we got. Let me see if I can move this over to the regular comments.
And you guys can also just shout it out, man, because this is recorded. So if anybody wanted to get it, they could just rewind a little bit too.
So there's Terrell's IG right there. Hey, y'all, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll get Miles up in here. I like that. I do like that.
Hey, you could even say, look, you could even be like, man, that username, that's smooth. That's a smooth little name. I'm trying to keep you started. I'm trying to keep you started.
Hey, man, I was just messing around. I trust me, I get it, man. I was just messing with y'all.
That's Miles IG right there. NBO Miles 19, man. Y'all get at these guys on IG, man. And again, like I said, y'all can catch them on Players Lounge, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in today, man. It's been Respect the Hedges Spring Edition, man. Y'all already know how we get down every Tuesday in the fall, man. At 8 o'clock, we will be tuning in. And you guys, like I say, y'all are always welcome to come back in, man, and chop it up with the dogs, man. So y'all make sure y'all be safe. For everybody out there in YouTube land, Facebook land, man, for my co-host, Shawty, Cool Cal, JVCA, and our guy in the comments who will be as a regular is E-Rob, man. Right. Talking about the mayor of Athens and his bourbon adventures.
Shout out to the Bulldog Bourbon Club. We in here, baby. Yeah, I'm the 2-year. I've been mayor for 2 terms. We up now.
I appreciate it.
That's how we do it, man. And for Miles and Terrell, man, hey, as always, respect these hedges, man, and go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Respect the hedges.